go. Hey everybody, it's Jason Shadrick here with PremierGuitar.com. We're at the Winter NAMM show in Anaheim, up in the Gretsch lair, up here with Mr. Joe Carducci. And we got 3 different series that we're going to look at today.
Yep.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is this one they just heard on the intro. So tell us a little bit about this one right here, Joe.
All right, you know, Gretsch guitars with its history, man, we've been around 133 years. And in the 1940s, Gretsch had a series of guitars. They were called Streamliner. And if you look at your Gretsch history book, Streamliner was a professional guitar that had, you know, there was no sparkle binding on it. It had everything you needed and nothing that you didn't need.
Right.
And that's basically what we embraced with the new Streamliner guitars.
Like a real gigging guitar.
There you go. And some of the common denominators that we kept with the Streamliners historically was the big block inlays that you see here. The clear plexi type knobs were featured on Streamliners. But again, this is not a recreation of Streamliner guitars, because basically we've taken appointments from Gretsch guitars from the 50s, 60s, and the 40s as well.
Sure.
And they feature, this particular model is the 2622. It's got a, we call it a trestle block, which is a spruce center block that's actually chambered inside to, you know, help with the weight of the instrument. I mean, this thing is made to play loud and to play like as a regular gigging guitar. And
what kind of pickups do you have in there?
okay, the pickups on this, you know, our Gretsch R&D team, we've been working on this pickup for about 2 years, and the instructions were, I should say the direction that we wanted, you know, Gretsch has its own voice, and we didn't want to lose that, which most people call it a Gretsch twang, or like lots of high-end sparkle, if you will, and we wanted to maintain that, but of course we were saying, but we want more, which means, you know, more high-end. We wanted to maintain that with a little bit bump in the output. So basically it's got a mid-range boost to it, to the guitar, and no, there's no battery in it. It's all passive, and it's a real workhorse of a guitar. It's a 24.5-inch scale. It's a 2-inch deep body. The pickups, our R&D team, the direction that we gave them is we wanted to maintain that great Gretsch sound. And you know, most people describe that as far as an adjectives. It's got, there's a brightness or twang to it, so there's lots of high frequencies to it, but not harsh. We wanted more output from it, so it definitely has a mid-range boost to the overall sound of it. So it's got a little bit more output than a regular traditional Filtertron pickup. And it's a real workhorse of a guitar.
Let's hear a little more.
Sure.
All right, so let's swap this one out and take a look at one of these other ones we have here. All right, Joe, tell us a little bit about what you have here.
Okay, what we have here, another new series for 2016 is the new Players series. You know, as I said, we've been, Gretsch started making guitars in the late 1920s. So through the years of the things of guitar building, we discovered some things that guys are modding to their Gretsch guitars to help stabilize tuning, to make it comfortable to play for long periods of time. So that's what this guitar is all about. It's a Players guitar. So to start off with, it has a much thinner body. It's 2 1/4 inch deep. It's got an arched top, back, and side. This 6120 model has flame mapled top and back. It's a 24.5-inch scale. The traditional thumbnail inlays. The things that we've done to the guitar to help make it player friendly, they now have pin bridges on them so that it doesn't move. And as you know, if it moves slightly, man, you're completely out of tune. And the guitar is all about tone. That's why we feature the rocking bar bridge. You know, the radius of it, there's a lot of string that's making contact with the bridge that helps transfer the energy through the bridge bar, through the bridge base, and into the rest of the body. It really resonates sweetly. Other things that we've done is we have the no-load tone pot. And down here, the no-load tone pot, those that you go to your music stores, you'll find that the tone pot down here, there's a notch in it. And what happens is, once it's wide open, the tone circuitry is completely out of the guitar, so the guitar is as bright as possible. It also features a treble bleed circuit, which a lot of guys were modding to their guitars, which means as you turn the volume down on the master volume, it still maintains its high-end clarity. It's a really cool instrument. This features ML bracing, which is it's a half of a trestle bracing, if you will. Again, it helps reduce. You're playing at extreme volumes. It helps reduce guitar howl, if you will, because it's hollow body. And on all of the models, we also feature locking tuners, which you don't normally see on Gretsch guitars.
Right.
So from the front, it still maintains the integrity and the look of the stylization, if you will, of a Gretsch guitar.
Some modern appointments to help things out.
There you go.
Yeah.
As our catchphrase is every song, every night, right here.
All right, now the third one we have here, we'll swap that one out. The final one we have here, this is, what's this series called again?
This is called the Golden Era series.
Okay.
And again, the Golden Era of Gretsch guitars, we've recognized that it all started in the 50s. This particular model that I'm holding here from the Golden Era is our 1955 White Falcon. Similar to 1955, it had a solid spruce top, which is featured on this guitar. It's also all lacquered finish. All the Golden Era guitars feature TV Jones pickups in them.
Okay.
Even these single coil Dynasonic pickups are the TV Jones T-Armans. Great sounding guitar. We also include the treble bleed circuit, which is again, it wasn't used in the original 1955, but it still maintains the integrity and the look for those purist guys that want that. But of course, we've added appointments to it to bring it more up to date.
Right.
You can't see it, but certainly it adds to the overall tonality of the guitar. It's a wonderful piece. We also went back to using paper and oil capacitors.
Oh, okay.
So they have a sort of a soft compression when you kick in the tone control. And again, it's part of that great Gretsch sound DNA.
And so, as far as these three series, are these available now, or when will they be available?
They're in stores now.
Okay.
We have them in our warehouse ready to ship, and so it's happening right now.
And where can people go online to find out more information about these new series and everything else that Gretsch is doing this year?
GretschGuitars.com.
Joe, thanks again, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
As always.
Thanks.
It's Jason Shadrick with PremierGuitar.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can keep up with all of our NAMM 2016 videos.